What's going on, fellas? Jimothy Spyder, as always, joined by my partner, LeRoy Cannonball, and we have got quite possibly, no, not even close, this is the most exciting regular season game we've ever called on this channel.
That's right, Spyder. We've been in an extremely tight butthole wildcard race, but good news came down through the grapevine today as Houston lost, which gives us a chance. If we win, we're in.
Tall task to answer, as we're not playing any type of basement dweller. No, we're playing the team with the best record in the NEFL this season, the, technically undefeated Cleveland Browns. That tie really sullies that record. Either way, our work is cut out for us as we're about to enter the fourth quarter. But first, let's take a second and see exactly how we got to this point.
Opening drive of the game got Cleveland backed up 3rd and 8. Stanley Nelson takes the snap from shotgun. He must be in a giving mood because this is a present to the one, the only, Donald Sterling Weatherford.
Now, don't reference Donald Sterling, please. I'm trying to concentrate. All I can think about is his mistress. She was such a piece.
Yes, Spyder, she was incredibly sexy. Everybody knows that. But get your head back in the game. You know, the one that's attached to your neck.
Ravens off that interception, gonna kick a pretty long field goal with Tucker, 51 yards. But Cleveland has another gift for us. We get roughing the kicker on DJ Reed Jr.
Yeah, and it's with new life that Lamar delivers this to BR, the battle rifle. Bryce Randall trying to replicate what he did last week, but a great tackle at the one prevents a score. That is until we get the touchdown king, Rashad Bateman, in on a jet sweep.
Cleveland gets a field goal on their next drive, but Baltimore answers right back. They trade threes, so it's still a 7-point game when this play happens. Nelson from his own 42. 3.5 to play in the second quarter. Wrist rocket to Jonathan Santos.
This is so out of character for me, but what a reference. Is that Stelio Contos? Did you pull out the Stelio Contos call?
I did.
See, and that's how I know I've had too much coffee this morning. Once I start praising Spyder, then I know I'm not in the right state of mind.
Jonathan Santos.
Game now knotted at 10. Cleveland trying to take their first lead of the game, and hello, 911? I'd like to report a robbery. Julius Hall steals this. This is all wrist. This is all forearm.
100%, and I don't want to know what he's been doing to keep those forearms and wrists so strong. Nevertheless, Baltimore cashes in on that turnover by giving it to a Song of Fire and Bryce Randall, who has officially went supernova on broadcast last couple weeks, big guy.
Browns looking to even it up before the halftime gun goes off, and I'm starting to think this Sterling Weatherford guy is pretty good. Knocking a touchdown away, forcing Cleveland to take 3, and he's perhaps the single biggest reason that Baltimore takes a 4-point lead into the locker room.
Yeah, but that lead was not destined to last for very long in the second half. Look at this play. Throw out a sack, somehow completed, and getting down to the one. Jonathan Santos again, quickly followed up by Stanley Yelnats Nelson's 5th rushing touchdown of the year. You don't know how many takes that took me, Cannonball.
Actually, I do. I'm sitting right next to you. I've just been on my phone for the last 15 minutes. Stanley Yelnats Nelson's. That's a little bit of a tongue twister, I'll give you that. Last highlight prepared. This literally just happened about a minute ago. Ravens in the red zone, running out of the pistol. LaMarvelous connects with the silky smooth Zaire Wise. His 9th touchdown of the year. I'm not gonna lie, kinda disappointed in his season. I mean, it's fine, he played well, but he had 3 receiving touchdowns in the opening game of the season, plus a punt return. But you know what? Why am I complaining? We're up 4 at the start of this fourth quarter. Production making me reiterate again that if we win, we're in the playoffs. Something about prolonging watch time and accruing data for the algorithm. All these mumbo jumbo, these egghead nerds. Guess what, idiots? The folks watching understand it's an important game. We don't have to spoon feed them everything. 3rd and 8, coach bringing pressure, playing man. Let's see if we can get home. Get this rock back. Nelson, drop back. Gotta step. It's forced out. Way to stay with it, Montel Kitchen.
And I know that we're biased, we're homers, but it would be incredible if Baltimore comes in here to Cleveland and beats the only undefeated team in the NEFL to clinch a playoff berth. I mean, that just almost a movie-level ending. Try not to get ahead of ourselves because we still have 8 long minutes left. At least we're in possession of the football.
Ravens first down, leaning on Scanny. He gets past him, man. He hit him with that grocery store. Oh, excuse me, sir. Let me just get my cart by you.
And that was a strange animation. I can't lie. Happy with the result. And Scandrick has been such a big part of what we've done here in Baltimore this year.
Coach for the Browns, no stranger to Spyder and Cannonball. It is Jern88. He's a sicko. He is what could be called a glitch. And Lamar operating off play action, fitting a ball in. Hauled in Donovan Powell.
And this is an incredible catch. It's so funny. We go back to last week. Look, he catches this ball. He's not even looking at the ball, Cannonball. And we go back last week. He dropped one right in his hands, right in his breadbasket. I guess it's just funny. The highs and lows that you ride when you sling it to Donovan Powell.
And the funnest thing about him was just his nicknames. I mean, there's so many names for this young man. We get a ball for Scanny, but Myles Garrett back there shutting that down. No, thank you, sir. We've had enough of that.
That's not Myles Garrett, that's Carmichael, but point still stands.
And production was actually supposed to write this down, give me some notes. I'm not sure if I used this nickname yet, but hey, we're at the end of the season. This could be our final game. I'll tell you what, him dropping that pass last week, I thought he was going to be living in a Donovan down by the river Powell.
All right, getting a little spell. Let's focus on the game here. Also, I don't think you should have put his last name at the end. He's going to be living in a Donovan down by the river Powell. It should have just been Donovan down by the river. Either way, second and long. Great protection. Lamar got a deep shot. Did he push it? He didn't. It's Myles Scandrick in for a 47-yard score.
How does he get so wide open? I don't understand. Only thing I could think is that Jern made the adjustment for that safety on the right to play kind of a deep purple, because he doesn't even look at Scandrick, who's running right into, kind of where he's supposed to be patrolling. And we look at the play afterwards, it says he called cover 4. It might have just been a mix-up. I don't know what, you never know what someone's typing in on the sticks, but we thank you. Taking a 2-score lead and just got to hold on to it for 6 minutes.
Tucker putting it through, 11 points. But this is a team that can score in a hurry. The mighty have fallen. They had their first-ranked offense. They've fallen all the way down to the second-ranked offense, getting 44 points a game. Guess I'm just trying to say, be careful, defense.
Great coaching. You would be a great coach. I love that. Be careful. That's, that's informative. That's specific. And I think our guys really needed to hear that. Thanks a lot, Spyder, you dumb.
It's actually pronounced Dumas. Got a wide-open run here to the left. A quick 9-yarder, but they haven't been able to run much here.
Yeah, 3 yards a carry for Bartell. Nothing to write home about, and definitely nothing to brag about in an online chat room.
Second and short, Browns looking to pass. A nice ball to an open man. It's the no man, Darren Davis.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely not been a threat this year. No wonder he's wide open. We have him clocked in. That's his 13th catch on the whole season. Now going no huddle, play action. Nelson, ooh, you're playing with fire, Nelson. I thought this was going to be a yick, but luckily he put it in a place where only his guy could catch it illegally.
Nelson, quick check at the line. Now snapped. Looking in the backfield. Can we make a tackle? Hell yeah, we can. These Ravens hit so hard. That was Nakobe Dean, who has only been sprinkled into this year, but man, he must have been learning from Weatherford. He must have been learning from McNasty. That was a hard hit.
3rd and 7. Clock still winding. More good protection for Nelson. And this, what happened? Oh no, Weatherford somehow dropped his second pick of the game. We talked about gifts. We talked about presents. This was just on a silver platter to the man who almost never makes a mistake. It just went through his hands. I still don't see what happened.
A good thing is that does bring up 4th down. And Coach Jern is going to come out here and try to kick a 57-yarder. Not sure about his kicking game. Honestly, we just don't see him kick much. It's either a tutty or a lot of the times a tutty. There's not a lot of defensive stops. This one is one, though. I'll bet a heartbreaking one.
And I never know how to say that. Is it albeit? Is it albet? Either way, yeah, the heart is broken, and that's going to knock some points off for Weatherford for me. who, I mean, if he makes that pick, he's MVP of the game. Now, he still might be, don't get me wrong, but that would have definitely sealed it. I'm just nervous, Spyder. I'm sweaty right here.
Extremely sweaty with what's on the line here. Win and we're in, lose and we're out. Skandrick pinballing off of lineman. That's not going to get it done.
And he's lucky he caught that open go route or wheel route, whatever that was, because he has not run the ball well today. Kind of the same as Bartell, getting about 3 yards a carry.
Second and very long here. I'd love to see Coach kind of wind this play clock down. Gonna do the Falcons and snap it at 16, scanning more space. It's gonna be very manageable third.
Yeah, I'll never understand this. You see it in the NFL, you see it in the NEFL, and you just see it in online matches across the world. Let's manage the clock better, guys. That's something we can control. Sometimes you can't control animations, certain voodoo curses that witches have put on you because maybe you cut them off in traffic, but we can control the play clock. Let's wind this down. We're playing against a multiple Super Bowl winner in Jern. Let's control what we can control. I finally got that thought out, and first down, Scanny. Thank you very much for bailing me out of my stuttering, and it's kind of like the Michael Scott thing. You just start a sentence, you don't know where it's going to end up.
That's going to get us some more time. The question is Coach TreyBandz going to wind that down? We'll see. 3:10 left, and Jackson is going to take some of this time. Nope, it's going to be snapped at 15. Scanny again. Getting a lot of space, but they're closing quickly, Cannonball.
Yeah, and for the layman's, which I don't think any layman would watch this show, but just to make myself feel a little bit more important, a little bit smarter, that happens when your offensive line is getting that great push, but you're also against a really tight, really solid linebacking core that can make up for the poor defensive line play.
Definitely wasn't necessary and definitely was very long-winded. Another run, really leaning on the run here. And this should take us down to the 2-minute warning. Let's see.
Bravo, bravissima. Taking this down. I was a little worried, but good job. Big third down here, of course. Take a shot every time you hear an announcer say this is a big play. You'd be drunk if you played that game watching what we call, but this, I just can't get over it. This is a big play, Spyder.
Absolutely. Play of the season, 3rd and 3. I think we should go for it if we don't get it. Looks like a pass is dialed up. It is. Jackson, plenty of time and finding the open man. It's Donovan Powell staying in bounds, taking a big hit, but holding on to the football.
And that'll be one from Jern. Got one of those timeouts. Just keep playing methodical. I think this has to be a run here on first down.
It is going to be a run. Skandrick again bouncing off the line and spinning out of a tackle. Going to get about 5.
2 timeouts down. Not fully sure if a first down wins, but it'd get us close. I'll say that.
Jern selling out for the run here. And let's see if it works. It does. Going to hold us up. And we're actually going to lose a yard on that.
So 3rd and 6. We took all the timeouts away. Season comes down to Lamar. I don't think we run it here. I might go screen. I might come out in like a big, heavy formation and run a screen. Make it look like I'm, setting up a run. Other than that, I don't have any ideas for play calling here, Spyder. It's just like, make a good read.
How are you going to poo-poo on my defensive advice earlier, and then just your offensive play game plan is just make a good read? You piss me off sometimes, Cannonball. Play clock hitting 5. Are we going to get it off? We got some motion, some misdirection. It is to Scanny getting around. Can he get back? Cuts inside. Skandrick first down. Stays in bounds. That'll do it.
We are going. Hey, little Matt McConaughey. This is a playoff football team, baby. I've been saying it since the beginning of the year. Skandrick, who's been shut down all day long in the running game, digs deep, and Coach TreyBandz believing in that run at the end, even when I didn't. I'm out here saying call a screen. I'm out here calling fairy play calls. And TreyBandz is playing grown man football.
Thank you so much for watching. Always nice having you with us. And guess what? We got some extra games this year. Let's see if we can get a playoff win.
And we'll have to look at the schedule and see exactly who we play. Hope it's a cupcake, not gonna lie, but there really is not any cupcakes in the NEFL. Anybody can beat you at any time. And you know what? Let's have that competitor mindset. Let's have that gladiator mindset. I want to play the best. I want to beat Jern again. I want to beat Coach DJ, which would be an incredible story.
Okay, you're rambling on. Either way, we'd have to meet DJ in the Super Bowl anyway. He's the NFC team. Again, I already said thank you. What am I doing? We'll see you next time.
Very sloppy Andy. We out.